Alright, so let's go ahead and take on the last opponent in this tier here, which is going to be the, I guess, somewhat notorious Water Dragon, basically due to the fact that, you know, we never got a Fire Dragon, ever, for whatever reason. We've gotten like 7 versions, 8 versions of Dark Magician Girl, but we can't get freaking Fire Dragon, but in any case, let's see what we can do. I'm playing the same deck as before. Thank you everyone that did watch those previous videos. Fun fact about those videos that you guys hopefully didn't realize, but those videos, I don't actually know when I recorded those. I think I recorded those in like, we're in 2025 right now, and I think I might have recorded those in like 2022 or 3 or something like that. And I had to, like, before uploading them, right, I had to take a look and make sure I didn't, like, say anything that would date the video too much, right? But thankfully I didn't say anything too crazy. Ironically, I was talking about something really old, right? Because I remember I was talking about, like, Squad Strike or something like that, because I'd watched the previous video of this, right? Because it'd been a long time since I'd played the game. And I was like, man, that was so long ago. And then now I upload it, and it's also such a long time ago, right? But yeah, no, because I just recorded this and I wanted to play the game, but then some other stuff had come up at the time, and I just did not keep going with it, and I just held on to those videos for a long time. And then, you know, I keep looking back on it, and when I do my scheduling, like, yeah, well, maybe now's the time, maybe now, maybe now, and then I just never freaking uploaded it until, you know, very recently. I wanted to keep at it, ironically, but then I stopped again. Just because I was uploading some stuff on the Vanguard channel. Ironically, and another let's play on that, but either way, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can complete this game finally. Because you know, in playing the Dear Days 2, right, which was I'm playing on the Vanguard channel, in playing that, it's made me really miss some of the more, I don't know what the right word is, I guess, involved story modes that we had in some of these Yu-Gi-Oh games, right? Not that I've actually played any of them. I guess the most we've done is like Refresh and Sacred Cards in terms of like an extra story mode. Because I never touched like the Tag Force games, at least on the channel, and then I never touched the wow, we're just gonna take it that easily. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. I've never touched you know, the Tag Force games or like the DS games on the channel that I really want to get into, right? And that's kind of what I was going to do after this being the last game on the GBA for Yu-Gi-Oh! So I wanted to just put this out there and get this one done and over with, essentially. But we actually finally unlocked level 3. I think it goes up to like level 5, right? But we've only unlocked Red Eyes Darkness Dragon so far. I don't think Metal Dragon was a thing at this time, actually. He might have been like a year later or something like that, but in order to do that, I think I have to go back and beat up Ojama Yellow, who apparently I lost to, and then I have to beat up each of these guys 3 times, and I should unlock everyone. But let's go ahead and take on Water Dragon again here, right? Because I've just been playing Dear Days, and the story is like fine. You know, it could be worse, could be better. I might actually end up doing a video on the Vanguard channel where I just talk about the story of a card game, a video card game that, you know, no one really has paid any real mind to, and they're just kind of like doing it to just play the game. But I don't know. As someone that grew up, right, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically only through the video games, right? Really, that was my real only way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Other than like before that, when I would, you know, use Pokemon cards and make up Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules to treat them as Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I couldn't afford actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and I happened to have Pokemon cards, just some random ones. Or when I would go the next level and make them on paper, right? And make my own Yu-Gi-Oh! Style game in paper and play with those. Other than those 2 things, I really had no way to actually play with Yu-Gi-Oh! With anyone, right? So it was really just against a computer. Which is why I guess I hold these types of like games and things pretty close to my heart, right? Because of the sheer fact that, you know what? It's funny. This guy's like the original attack, right? So even if like some of the Dark's attack goes down, he still becomes 42. Okay, because I was gonna just sit on Samba, just have him sitting there, and like then tribute him to get the bigger power, but I actually don't need to do any of that. But yeah, so I just spent a lot of time playing, you know, against the video games and like making up my own stories, right? Which is why I'm doing it right now, right? Like every single time I try to like come up with a deck, you know, try to just make it like a different experience each time. And like I used to like play the games, build up a deck, grow connections with certain cards, right? As corny as that is, right? And then I would end up just keeping those in my deck all the time and trying to make it work. Sometimes building, you know, strategies around those cards, even though often it was just like a random vanilla monster or something like that. So it was kind of hard to do that for the most part. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? So when, you know, throughout playing that, we didn't really get like in-depth story in card games, video games until like way later, until like the DS era, right? Again, barring Sacred Cards and Refresh of Destruction, we didn't really have any of that, right? And then like I never really got into the Tag Force games, but that wasn't really until when was Tag Force? I think Tag Force wasn't until like 2004 or something like that, because it's when the PSP came out, right? So that was a while back. But all that to say is that, you know, I went and I played said game and it was just it was alright. The story was alright, and I don't know, I just was craving for more, right? That's all I'm trying to get at. I've been craving for more of these type of stories where it's just kind of like you can go through a specific story just as, you know, you an RPG or anything like that, but instead of doing combat with your party, you have cards, right? So I'm just rambling a bit. I didn't expect to obliterate Water Dragon in like 2 turns. Didn't even get to see what the hell that deck does, but alright. Sure is watering down this video. I guess we'll just quickly take on that, or my deck is just too fucking good, right? We'll just quickly take on Ojama Yellow here. I don't remember how I lost to this. I must have been playing something else, right? Because I know I took down Goblin King and Dust Frog and Water Dragon with this same deck. But Ojama Yellow and whatever the hell was before this was with a different deck. Ah, because you're a burn deck. That's why I had trouble with you. Because you probably use like, yeah, this garbage, which puts my monster into defense mode. That's probably why I had an issue with. Gotcha. I see. This is the worst matchup for this deck. I see. Alright. Do I have any level 3s in my deck? I have Goblin. Nope, I don't have any Warriors. Alright. I guess I will add another freaking Goblin. Sorry, not Goblin. Sombra. That's the Dark. My monsters also don't really have a lot of attack points. I'm sorry, defense points. Not that it matters, because they're not going to attack into anything, but they could, right? They can summon another Solar Flare and just attack into it. So I just got to sit here now and hope that I can get my Heavy Storm, and then I can clean up house here. They're going to take down, unfortunately, Zombie the Dark. Like I said, my monsters just don't have any defense, so yeah, this is just a complete and utter counter to my entire deck here as I draw Mazu Garrett. Oh my god, am I really about to lose to this freaking deck again? Maybe I can set this to scare them off or something like that. That sucks. I don't think I can actually beat them with this deck. I'm being honest with you. Yeah, Ball Gown is gonna make me take 600. I'm gonna play Sangin, and that's gonna be able to clear the board here. I can't believe I'm gonna get fucking baby monster beatdown over here, because all my monsters are too fucking chonky to get past level limit area B. Oh my gosh. Alright, she at least has 800, I guess. Oh boy, this is the pits. Alright, anyways. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just looking forward to it, especially like, I don't know why. What's the word I'm looking for? Not hyped up, but like I don't know if it's like the nostalgia, but like I really there's a specific word, but I really hype up Spirit Caller, right? I think it was 2008. Spirit Caller, the GX game. I hyped that one up a lot in my head, thinking that the story was like crazy and the card pool was crazy. I really don't think it was. If I'm being honest with you, I think that's just me misremembering things and glorifying it how it was. But stuff like that I'm looking forward to, and obvious examples are like the 5D games, which were insane, right? I might just like surrender. I don't think I can beat this at all, like whatsoever, and Shallow Grave is not going to do anything for me. Yeah, but Spirit Caller was pretty cool because it was like super unique, right? Because like the 5Ds games, they were cool, but aside from the last one, I think the second one was a little bit interesting, right? Because it was kind of different. The last one was like super unique. But the first one was literally just the same story of the first season of GX. I'm sorry, 5Ds, except you took the place of Yusei and or some character, or maybe it was Crow. You basically just took someone's spot, right? And that was it. And they just told the same story, but as if you were there. Kind of like how with Sacred Cards, you kind of took Yugi's spot, essentially, right? So it was something like that. I remember the second one was a little bit different because it had a little bit more to do with like Divines, I think was his name, the like psychic dude, who was working with Akiza, right? So it was a little bit more involved in that, so you got to see a little bit more of like that stuff. So it was a little bit more unique. And then 3 was just like completely brand new thing because you were in like Crash Town and stuff like that, right? I think that's to say Miraculous. 2009, 2010, 2011, right, is the one where you're in Crash Town. That was like the insane one. We're gonna lose Ujama Yellow again. But those stories were those story modes were like really fun. But I keep thinking Spirit Caller is around that same vein, because it was unique in its own, right? Because it was based on technically season 3 of GX, where like the spirits were there and they also dueled, but it didn't have like any actual story. Now that when I actually think back to it, there was not really an actual story there, right? It was just the fact that it was there were spirits and there was like vaguely a story, but when we get there, we'll get there, right? I guess we'll Sombra the Dark, right? Because he's the only thing that like stays on the battlefield. We can also, this is only face up, I guess. Never mind. Again, we can also brain control something, but I guess maybe not. So hopefully this time we can at least, get through whatever nonsense. Oh boy, what are they gonna put on top? Gravity Bind? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say hopefully this time we can draw into our Heavy Storm and get through this pretty easily because we just need to literally need to do like 2 attacks once I draw Heavy Storm. But Gravity Vine I can deal with because it just means I can't attack. While I'm still losing attack points, I'm sorry, life points from their effects. But this garbage makes it really difficult for me to do anything because it just puts all my monsters into defense mode. And, they don't have any attack. So I think I'm just going to get Mollywop yet again. Maybe I'll just cut to when I get Heavy Storm. I don't know. Because I'm just going to be sitting here playing monsters till then. This is the worst. So I finally have Heavy Storm, but they have this fucking spatial collapse bullshit. Which means I can only have a maximum of 5 cards on the field. And I didn't realize that, and I summoned a bunch of dumbass monsters. So we're literally stuck here in a stalemate. Until they somehow attack my monster, which I don't think is possible. Yeah, but I guess either went second or I drew 1 less card than them. So I'm just gonna have to play till deck out now. Okay, I drew the last card of my deck. I'm going to end turn and win the... I'm sorry, discard and win the game. I was hoping I would draw another one of the Great Maju Garrett so I can tribute 2 monsters, but apparently I only played 1 in my whole deck. Because then I could have played Heavy Storm and then, gone for game, but like, oh my gosh. That was so stupid, and I guess I have to beat them, I think, till I get 3 wins, and then I can get the next level. But hey, in any case, hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll take on level 3 next time. Take care of yourselves and each other, and have yourselves a damn good one.